Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of Deal or No Deal Island, US, Season 2, Episode 7. I'm Jonny Fairplay, as always, but I feel like this is a recurring theme. MG is back. What's up, Maria
What's
Grace?
up? Thanks for having me a third time. I think this is my podcast now.
Fine. I have a gig in Norwalk, Connecticut next week. So if you could just man the ship, I'm out of here.
Totally.
We got a Survivor premiere. I was hoping for an update. I'm doing everything I can for a potential Deal No Deal Island finale party, but sponsors, it's the week after St. Patty's Day, and the liquor sponsors. I'm down to one last resort, which would have been my first pick. Don't get me wrong. So hopefully I hear back today and look for the show notes for links for information to join us live in Los Angeles. But if not, it's not going to happen.
Ugh.
Well, I just don't know. So like Survivor viewing parties, like we charge for tickets. I don't know if people would pay to go to a Deal or No Deal Island viewing party.
Well, you're throwing one. So you're throwing a party for it. So, people are going to come just to see you, Jonny.
I know, but will they pay for a deal? I know they pay to see me, but I just feel like most of the people there would just be the contestants, and like you guys aren't paying. So I'm trying to make it work. As I said, I have a really incredible alcohol sponsor that I think we can make happen. So everyone, stay tuned. DTA or no, that's don't trust anyone, or maybe don't trust anyone. Who knows? Well, MG. It's episode 7, Snake in the Grass. And it feels like episode 6, part 2. Did we need it to be continued on Deal or No Deal Island?
Honestly, I think Seychelle is such a character, and they loved her. Who doesn't? She's very, she has a lot of things to say. So I think they really wanted to stretch that out.
I interviewed her prior to doing this breakdown of the episode.
Oh.
And I asked who she's friends with, who she's not. And she listed all of her friends from the show. You were not one.
Wait, really?
Yes. She said there's some she kind of DMs with, but not like Fran. I was like, oh, okay. But CK is not on the list.
Oh. For sure. Now, back to the Seychelle thing. She lives in New York, girl. How often am I gonna be able to see her?
She like Dr. Will.
Of course, that man's wonderful. Obviously,
everyone loves him. You know what? We're gonna get into it in this episode. I feel this is the first episode in which we saw the Dr. Will that America was in love with from Big Brother.
I agree.
So, because he is pomp and circumstance, he is grandiose. He knows. Everything is done for a reason. He's not doing it just to be an asshole. He's not doing. He's just there to make television.
I agree. Yeah. No. He does it well. He has like a little stick, and he stands by it.
And I feel he overly leaned into it a little bit on some of these. I think it worked for the people that didn't know him, but the people that did know him is just like, yeah, but like the old Dr. Will was pretty amazing and did that sometimes, but it wasn't the entire character. And I felt that, episode 7, day whatever it is in filming, he kind of just let the guard down a little bit. It's just like, I'm pretty good at just being Dr. Will.
He is really good at it. What do you, I guess we'll get into it later, but I want to know what you think about him saying, I'm retiring from TV.
Well, I've heard this for 18 years. So yeah, we'll get into it. All right. So episode 7 begins. We are back at the temple. The offer is $925,000, and we resume where we left off. And CK throwing a little bit of shade towards Philip, and Philip bringing us the Harriet Tubman of it all.
Shout out to Philip.
I love Philip so much, and this is not the end of Philip right here. However, the rest of the episode, pouty Philip, I do not love.
Yeah, I think he gets really just like he's
In
very
his feels.
do what?
He gets in his feels.
No, yeah, okay, that's good. Gets in his feels. He's very emotional. Things
His
really
name,
deeply hurt him.
his name's Phil, so he gets in his feels.
Oh my gosh.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got a job at a bicycle factory?
No.
Oh my God. First week there, they made me the spokesman.
The spokesman?
I worked on the spokes. For the,
Oh.
yeah. All right. Okay.
This is so cheesy. Sorry.
It's the worst. It's the worst. So no, I peek behind the curtain. These like last 3 episodes have been a 24-hour span. With the one banker to another banker, the continuation of one temple thing. So we see Philip betrayed by the words of Parvati, him acknowledging the betrayment to a degree,
Yes.
the CK of it all, and then the processing of all that. And as a result, not, it's not the fun loving Philip, but give us 24 hours and I think we get Philip back.
Yeah. Are you talking about the last 3 episodes?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like we saw, like there was just fun Philip, and then like we went from Philip letting us have, which was the Harriet Tubman line was great, but after that, it's just like I don't want to talk, and I'm just like, well, we need you to talk, Philip, because you're good TV.
Yeah, no, he's great TV. So I definitely think like him getting all that anger out was so good, but you don't really get to see a lot after that because he is truthfully that upset.
Yeah. We need a 24-hour of downtime, recharging, and I think next episode we're back to the Philip we know and love, and I'm for it. So
good, yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Lachelle is for it. She loves all.
Lachelle does like drama. She's in it for the drama. She was always like talking about the drama, like behind the scenes, like I love this stuff.
And this is the aunt that I like. Like the aunt is just like I'm just like no one needs aunt. We need someone to eat popcorn during the drama, girl.
Yes.
And I feel like that's who Lachelle really is, and not the whatever aunt. I feel like this Lachelle we can embrace.
No, I agree. Yeah, I think she was great. And like walking out, like checking on me with Storm, like that's kind of like she's like, oh, I'm not the auntie.
Yeah,
that's a little bit of an auntie move there.
Yeah, little auntie. So Letty and Parv, they're also here for the drama. Parv says Letty isn't as nice as she seems, and it's like Parvati, you're supposed to save that for confessionals.
Yeah, I think that temple must have been very, very heated for that many people to break.
Joe breaks.
Yeah.
Joe's just like, this is all, I guess we're making a television show and this is wonderful. However, there's still like, the briefcase stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think everyone in that temple, I mean, obviously I wasn't there, unfortunately, but it did look like very intense. And then I watched the episode with Joe last night, and he was giving us all the behind the scenes that I didn't get to see. So
I'm guessing Joe has like what, a studio apartment, pretty modest.
No,
what?
It's a super nice house in Venice.
Oh, really? I just felt studio apartment like city of industry.
No, this man his house is nice. It's really like
I'm kidding. I would imagine he has a very nice place. Joe, I if you extend the offer, I will come hang out at your house or whatever.
Yeah, go invite him.
Joe watches this, I'm sure. All right.
Sure he does.
All right. CK takes the deal, and it is a good deal because her case, in fact, has $250. She has beat the banker twice. Say what you will about CK.
She did really good. I mean, did she cheat? Yeah, she cheated in the game. Was she hard to get along with? Sometimes, but she beat the banker twice. I mean, you can't take that away.
Do you wish you had gone against the banker?
I really do, because I wish I would have went instead of Will that night.
Yeah.
I'm upset that I did it because I had like my numbers planned out and I was really excited about it.
I will say this. Let's say you didn't go then, you made it far, but you didn't win. Don't you feel like this whole thing is a win?
Honestly, yeah, no, we've talked about this before. Like the people that's gotten kicked out and stuff when you're being in holding afterwards, and we're like, honestly, I feel like I would have taken the spot that I got kicked out in than making it all the way to the end, not winning any money, and then just going straight home.
Yeah. I mean, because you got to meet Dr. Will, in a non-competitive version, and you're working for Dr. Will now. You left your podunk town in South Carolina, never to return.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
So I mean, no, I feel like I've met many people that have done, I've been on, 2 Survivors. I know hundreds of Survivors. I've met people through all these shows. I've seen the ups and the downs. I feel of the people that have played, I would consider your game and your story a win.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I think so too. And my family, I mean, they obviously were very surprised when I was like, I'm gonna start working for the guy that
sent me home.
They were very suspicious. They're like, you don't really know this guy. Like, is this gonna be what? Like, you're gonna move? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And it ended up just working out really well. So my post show, I have enjoyed it.
Yeah, you can go like say in 2 years you go back to Podunk, South Carolina. It was still an adventure.
Yeah, that's what it's just an adventure. So I mean, I can always move back. Greer will always be there.
Okay, I was about to say you're allowed to say Greer. I don't really feel that you're, but I'm going to end up like getting a flat tire in Greer. They're like, oh, Podunk, South Carolina, don't know how to fix a flat, Jonny Fairplay.
a lot of my friends and family that saw the video, they were like, I hate this man.
Yes.
Who is this? He looks like this, and he's called Greer Podunk.
Oh, it's a gimmick. I'm very attractive. Ask my smoke show fiance. It's fine.
Everyone.
All right. Well, CK, she has beat the banker, so she gets to choose, and Seychelle is gone, and Seychelle takes it on the chin. She says, "Nice game." Shakes everyone's hands, blows kisses. Oh no, wait. She says, "I would have ate you up. You are nothing but a cheat with a flat ass." It is revealed at this moment that Seychelle was the head of the snake. She's entertaining and beautiful, and she stands on that bitch.
I mean, honestly, at least she's like unapologetically her. Now, me and her and I's personality is not anything alike, but she's given me some pep talks when I've needed them, and called like, I don't feel good today. She's like, you are that bitch. Like, go out there and do it. And I'm like, okay. So
I think for a reality television first timer, she is one of the best I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
ever. If you subtract either the Golden God, Parvati, or Dr. Will from that equation, she possibly wins, or she's that other person in that alliance. It's like the interview I did with her today, she was like, if the Golden God's there and Parvati's not, she's like, I don't need to be mother, but I could be the side bitch.
She's good. She was very, very good at the game. And the thing is, you never could tell why you were playing. She looked like she couldn't care at all to be there.
Yeah.
So that I think that was part of her game. She could just sit in the ocean, just chilling, and like didn't seem like she had anything going on in her head, and she did.
She was moving chess pieces while allowing the chess pieces to move.
Yeah, no, she really was. She was like the master behind it all.
Yeah, so I was very impressed. So, Seychelle, you are missed. Parvati loves that CK blew up everyone's spot. I bet you would.
Of course.
What do you guys call the eating area? The patio? What?
Patio, yeah. We just said like
Uh,
go to the patio to eat.
Okay, well, the patio. Letty drops a plate because she is so discombobulated on CK blowing up everyone's game that was not in the family.
Yeah, I saw that, and then Parvati says, "Oh, somebody's nervous," or
Oh
something
yeah,
like.
yeah. So CK pretty proud of herself because she's getting the accolades from Parvati, and Dr. Will's like, what you did wasn't good. Like, I don't know why you're sitting here. I mean, yes, Parvati is telling you that's good. Parvati is also lying to you.
Yeah. That I think that little clip of Dr. Will is funny. I think
Yeah.
him saying that, I was sitting there like, ooh, that's a little rough, but
Yeah.
he's funny. He's something.
Yeah. So Lachelle explains to the viewers, and I feel she's right. After this truth bomb comes out, after pretty much all is revealed, other than the fact that the Golden God has won Australian Survivor,
Yeah.
it's still a hard pill to swallow. He would be good on Australian Survivor, MG.
Oh, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams.
If only. Lachelle says, "Look, with all this, it's day one. We are literally at day one because." Alliances are potentially dismantled. You can regroup and do what you want right now because it appears as though the Golden God's willing to sell his son for a handshake deal with Dr. Will.
No way. Like, I was talking to him about it last night. He was like, there was not a shot I would have done that. And everyone watching, I feel like, would you think it was believable? Like, I think the whole entire time I was like, no way he's doing that.
Yeah. I didn't think, like, I was just, it's the enemy the enemy is Dr. Will. However, it's the enemy that's really good, that if you're the Golden God, you have to get rid of him.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I mean, and then also, he wasn't going to get any hate if he got rid of him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's blood free. So Dixon, at this point, Dixon believes David could win Australian Survivor if given the opportunity. And Dixon is aware that there is a show called Australian Survivor, but he's never seen it. If only. Uh-oh. She frozen? I think she's coming back. MG, you're frozen. Wiggle around. Blink. MG, can you hear me? We cannot hear you. It's a good still shot of MG for those of you watching at home. Okay, she is exiting and coming back potentially. Who's to say? And yes. All right, here we go. Well, at this point, Dr. Will is willing to lose to make a move against the family for Letty and Philip. And I think that's a really good move. I feel Dr. Will is assembling the best potential force against the family at this point. Parv would like to talk to Philip. Philip has nothing to say to Parvati. Philip's in his fills. Let him do that. And MG's back. You got a phone call, didn't you?
No, my phone said it overheated.
Oh my God. Overheated.
Sorry, technical difficulties, but I'm back.
You're back. Yeah. So, if only Dixon had watched the Australian Survivor that he's heard about and had not seen.
I know, for him to bring that up, he's like, oh, they have Australian Survivor, but I've never watched it. Yeah. I bet David was like, yes.
He was too busy watching reruns of Deal or No Deal and the model bios.
Oh, seriously? He was naming all the names off and the cases.
Who knows that? Anyway.
It was very strange, and none of it was set up. We were all very shocked.
So, well, it's time for an excursion, and Letty knows how to wear makeup to the excursion. It's nice. we know some people that don't.
What is your issue with Parvati and no makeup?
Who's naming names?
You name names. I know you now. I know you now, Johnny.
All right. Well, Letty and CK are captains because one won the last challenge and one went against the banker. And so it's Letty, Philip, Parv, and Lachelle against CK, David, Dixon, and Dr. Will. There's 9 cases. Once 6 cases are locked in, it's over. Parv and the Golden God go for the furthest cases. Philip and Will second. Dixon and Lachelle next. We do not see what case Dixon grabs. Dixon was told to grab the second case, but we don't see it. I was like, oh, please screw her over. No. And finally, so we do see that Letty is trusting her team, and CK's in a really, really good spot here because she does need to gain some equity with her castmates.
Yes.
Their integrity is on the line, and so fuck that.
I mean, I could have told you that. I guessed that right off the bat when they were like,
Yeah.
"Can you save yourself?"
Yeah.
She was definitely 100% going to do that.
And Dixon was the move to do it on as well.
Easy. And she did a good thing by saying, oh, this is the closest case. It will be easy for you. Trying to make it seem like she was helping him.
It's the closest case, but it's number 2, not number 1.
Yeah, he was like, okay.
Dixon, come on. Philip is very fast. So we didn't get a lot of talking, but Philip very fast.
He is very fast.
I would have definitely chosen Philip on this one. Well, it's a photo finish between Dixon and Lachelle. I don't think anyone had that on their bingo cards.
Yeah.
Dixon wins, and $10 million for the Letty team. Don't worry, CK has the $0 case, which gives her safety. $8.75 million for CK's team. 3rd Temple win in a row for Letty. Here's the issue with this. 3 wins in a row, and her alliance is crumbling around her.
That is true. Yeah, they didn't make a lot of sense because Dr. Will said he was going to throw the challenge, and then I didn't understand why they picked Parvati. Who was it? Letty picked Parvati because wasn't the whole plan to have Will and the family on one team? And then
no, I think the plan was to split up the 2 so that one of them were susceptible.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense because I was watching. I was like, why would she pick Parvati?
Yeah,
but
no, you have. If you wanted to, if I'm taking a shot at the family, I'm not going after the daughter. I'm going after mom or dad.
Yeah. Well,
it's a little weak sauce going after the kid.
I know, seriously.
Yeah, Dr. Will.
Yeah, Dr. Will.
Yeah, but you were the only one up for grabs.
I mean, no, but it made sense last night because Joe was like, "Oh, we all knew," and I was like, "Oh, really?" Like I thought it was a complete blindside. He was like, "No," like it was very obvious to everyone.
Oh, Joe.
Like, oh, okay.
All right, who else at this Joe shindig?
It was just some of Joe's friends, and then Parvati, me. He invited Dr. Will, but Dr. Will's on a work trip. Just some other like random friends of his.
Okay. Golden God?
Yeah, he was there.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Storm make the trip?
No. Storm didn't have a chance to come this time. No.
Okay. Well, clever choice of words. All right. I'm just here for the show.
Clever choice of word.
Mom is safe, but her husband and baby aren't. And I'm just like, this is getting really weird.
She really liked to run the family thing. She really liked it.
I mean, I think Dr. Will is just like, is like, you got mom and dad and the creepy son. Like, what does that make you? Or just the wonderful kid. I don't know. So
yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot. Dixon wants David to play to save him. I would too. Dr. Will and David make the deal to save each other and send Dixon home. And I'm just like, is this really happening? I don't think it's happening. It's not happening. Parv is running around in circles while putting on makeup, and you know what that means? Temple time.
Johnny's happy.
First note out of the gate, after temple time, Parv looks amazing.
She does. That dress and the clip of her walking through with the lights, beautiful.
Best she's looked all season. Best she's looked in 4 television shows.
I mean, she truthfully, I watched that clip and then they clipped it for her like to post, and I was like, Parv, like you look fabulous. Like,
yeah, maybe you should wear makeup during the day as well.
She doesn't have to wear makeup.
Okay, well, you just left body hair removal and you're wearing makeup.
Yeah, so
okay, well, once again, I'm not saying that because I'm a guy and I'm just like, oh, women. If I were a girl, or if I was a guy that chose to wear makeup, guess what? When it's time to wear makeup, I'm wearing makeup, and that is when I wake up.
When you wake up.
When you wake up, you put on the makeup.
In the sun, when you're in the bathing suit doing yoga?
Yes.
Well,
absolutely.
When you get on Deal or No Deal Island, I want to see it. I want to see
I don't wear makeup.
With makeup on all the time. And if not, we're going to harass you about it.
I will say this. If I'm doing a television show, because like my hair is, is kind of a thing. When I wake up every morning, I do my hair, and then I begin the day.
What do you do with it? Put a hat on?
No.
What do you do?
I gotta, there's curl creams. There's conditioner.
Name one curl cream.
The curl cream that I use. I use like 2 different, it's a combination.
What's the name of one of them?
I think it's just like Paul Mitchell. I don't think it's anything special. I've back in the day I did Win. I've done all the things. I found a combination of the Bumble and Bumble. I've done all of them over the years. It took me 40 fucking years to figure out what works. When I was a kid, hair dryer. No.
No, my dad has super curly hair like me, so he uses all of my product.
Yeah, you send me what you're using because I'm scared I'm going to overdo it, so I'll show you what I'm using. I use the curl. I'll send you what I'm using in the order I'm using it in.
I'll show you what I use because it would look fabulous. Right now, it's a little
well,
rough,
as I said, but as a guy, I would if I were on Deal or No Deal Island, I would go do my hair and then go out.
Well, when you get on Deal or No Deal Island, I'm ready to see it.
Okay.
Picture perfect ready 24/7.
I mean, I also wear a lot of hats.
You do wear a lot of hats. Why?
Yeah.
Take the hat off. What are you hiding?
I haven't done my hair today. I looked really good yesterday. I was having a great hair day. I purposely did it. I made dinner for the fiance, and then we had a forecast for 8 inches of snow today. So she worked an extra 6 hours. So I'm just sitting here looking beautiful by myself. Go to bed. Fiance comes home 6 hours after she's supposed to. She's like, "Oh my God, you look so cute. You smell so good." And I'm like, I was like, so then today I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wearing a hat. So 1 inch of snow, if that. Well,
why didn't you do your hair if you knew we were doing a podcast?
I mean,
why wouldn't you? You knew we were doing a podcast.
Because it's totally different.
No, it's
not. I am MG. I am what you call a hypocrite.
I know.
Okay. Oh, great. All right, it's temple time. Parv looks great. David is playing the banker. Letty chooses again, and she was just like, well, they're both claiming to get rid of Dixon. However, if the Golden God gets, or David, as he's called on this show, if David gets rid of Dr. Will, not the worst for Letty's game. I feel like it is.
She did, in this episode, she did have a turning point of where she was like, oh, he's not that bad. And honestly, he put himself on the line every single time to protect them. So yeah, it could hurt her game. It could.
I feel this is I would have liked Letty, Seychelle, and Philip against the family. I'm not so. CK is I think CK could screw over anybody. So I that's a variable X out there.
No, yeah,
And,
she's not really an alliance.
Yeah, and Lachelle. I don't see Lachelle winning something like. She's not going to be the deciding factor in Excursion to give you the power.
No, I wouldn't say her Excursion like gameplay is really excellent. So I could see what you mean by that.
So I don't know, but I feel we're pretty equal. I'm ready. I like the showdown that is left. So, but we'll get there. I noticed right here. I'm noticing. I'm just like, here's Dr. Will, the likable guy from Big Brother. I would have liked to have seen more of him, other than one out of 7 episodes.
Yeah. Take it up with him.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Golden God picks his briefcase number 7, based on the most popular number in youth sports in Australia, also the most popular number in youth sports in America. But number 3 was always pretty popular where I live, because you had Dale Earnhardt and Dale Murphy.
Yeah, I think for some reason I thought he was gonna pick like 8 or something for his dad, but then later on we get into that.
Yeah. We get who's to say?
Who's to say? Who's to say?
I haven't broke one out yet.
I know, you need to.
All right. Allegedly, the Golden Goddess punched 2 kangaroos before. And have you ever had kangaroo meat?
I'm vegetarian.
Oh, I had kangaroo last time I was in Australia. I mean, whatever. To each his own. I mean, you're missing. Have you ever had bacon? It fucking rules.
I don't think I've never tried red meat, but I used to eat chicken when I was in the fire department.
Okay. All right. That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was about a year ago, like a little bit. I dabbled in it just because I needed protein. It's hard.
Okay. All right. So, but you're back to being a vegetarian?
Yeah.
It's very easy in Los Angeles to be a vegetarian.
Oh yeah, all I eat is smoothies, salads, like plain cheese pizza. Like there's a lot of options out here.
Yeah, Podunk, South Carolina, not many options.
No, there's not, and everyone wants steak or burgers, and they want to fry it or grill it or whatever they do with it right in front of you. Yeah.
So, but don't worry, they'll use the grease from the meat to make your non-vegetarian thing. So it's no big deal.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Actually, I have a really big problem with that, and everyone's saying there's no meat in it, and I'm like, yeah, I can taste that there's some kind of grease in here. They're like, oh, they might have cooked it with the grease, and then I get sick.
There you go. Who's to say?
Yeah, right. Who's to say?
So, kangaroo meat, for the record, tastes so regular kangaroo meat tastes like venison. If you've ever had deer, it's a little gamey. And then the kangaroo sausages taste like the off-brand Slim Jims, like not the good, not like Slim Jim brand, but like the off-brand that aren't good. That's what.
Really?
Yeah, they're not good. So yeah, I had kangaroo. I'm glad I did. I don't think I need to have it again. So yeah, that was a penny. Number 9 was 500. Number 8, 2.25 million. What are you doing, Golden God? Number 12, 1,000. And the opening offer is 200,000. Oh my God, that is so pathetic. No deal.
Yeah.
All right. Next is number 1. It's 100. Number 5 is $1. 10, because the Golden God could potentially drink 10 beers if given the opportunity. Did the Golden God have 10 beers last night?
He if he wanted to, he definitely could drink 10 beers. I'll say
he's
that.
He's a big boy.
Also, yeah, he's like 6'4", like huge.
He is a giant of a man. Like I think the Philip of it all, because like Philip is a big guy, but he doesn't look like a big guy because the Golden God. But I also feel like Philip makes the Golden God looks less big because he's so big, and he's normalizing it.
When it was Joe, David, and Philip standing next to each other, you were like, what is happening? Why are all these men just like jacked?
Yeah, just jacked giants. But as I said, I feel I don't think anyone is really grasping. Like when he's beside Parvy, you're like, oh, was Parvy like super tiny? It's just like, no, she's normal. She's not super. So
She's not.
Golden
Yeah,
God is huge.
she's pretty like lean, as in like
Yeah.
working out wise, but she's not like a tiny,
No.
like a super tiny person. Like it's hard for someone to imagine if you've never met the Golden God.
Yeah.
He is like you're looking up to him, and then he's 2 sizes to your shoulders. Like
Yeah.
he's 2 of my.
He's 6'4", probably 230.
Oh yeah.
That's a giant of a. That is the Rock.
Yeah, no, like Joe is too. Like when they stand next to each other, it's just like, what is happening?
Yeah. What happened? All right. We're not going to create a new one.
What's happening?
All right. So, well, the 10 for 10 beers, 1.5 million. That's no good. Number 3 is 1.75 million. At this point, Dixon asks CK if he's going home tonight. Why does he think CK has the answers?
But also, I have to say, Dixon is a really nervous wreck. Now, I don't know if it was a lot of the gameplay or like what the deal was, but 24/7, he was always checking in on you, like being like, how are we doing today? Like, how are you feeling today? And I'm like, Dixon, chill. Like, I just woke up.
Yeah. I haven't put my makeup on yet. You're not even supposed to see me.
Do what?
I haven't put on my makeup yet.
Oh, yeah. Dixon, stop. I haven't put on my makeup.
Oh, please, cameras, come back later.
Yeah, I got to put makeup on.
Oh, I mean, do get the shot of me that I wake up beautiful, but I mean, other than that.
Yeah, let me put my makeup on, get back in bed, and then film.
Oh, hello. You have little birds and butterflies around.
Yeah,
you?
like my hair's all done, and I'm just like, oh, yawn. Like
I would start with a deep snore and then the way.
So it's believable.
Nothing's hotter than a deep snore and then waking up. Perfection, waking up.
Ew.
I don't know. All right. Yeah, I didn't understand asking C because I really don't feel like how like the Golden God's gonna be like, yeah, like Dixon's my son, but I'm gonna tell you that I'm fucking him over.
I think, but the thing is, if you look, Dr. Will didn't have another option. Yeah. He had to plead a case for him to get Dixon out because it was just them two. So I mean, yeah. I guess just that's all he had to do. Like he had to ask him and just see what happened.
Well, no, he asked CK. Dixon asked CK if he's okay, and I'm just like, what?
Oh, yeah, CK, and also CK and Dixon weren't friends, so I understand why she kind of flipped out.
Yeah, so whatever. All right, so the offer is $650,000, and Golden God's like, I'm here to fucking build up the money, and I'm like, let's fucking go. Case no deal. Case number 6, 500,000. Case number 11 is 2.5 million. The banker has an offer. It's 999,999 for the look of it all, because everyone is getting tired of saying the and one.
And one.
Yeah. So
yeah. That's a pretty crazy number too. And I never really, it's kind of because they have a whole calculation team, that does the calculations, percentages and stuff. And I wonder, I really don't know if that was like a setup or it really did come out to that. I mean, that was
I'm
really
sure
weird.
Offer, I think that based on the math, it was 1 million, and they're just like, we've got to get rid of this fucking N1.
Yeah.
So they're like, yes, the offer should be $1 more, but I think everyone will be happy to not remember Luke. At least.
Oh, that poor kid. Oh yeah,
okay. Yeah. All right. He takes the deal. Dr. Will is sweating. $250 in the case. It's a good deal. The Golden God reveals he made a deal with Dr. Will, but Dixon has a however much dollar, a $6 million bodyguard or whatever he called it, $600,000 bodyguard.
That was cute.
Yeah, it was great. So it's Dr. Will, and he officially retires, allegedly. And the Golden God says, "You're welcome, America."
Yeah. I heard that production was cheering as Dr. Will was getting eliminated.
Really?
I did hear that.
I believe it.
I mean, his character is pretty difficult to get along with. The character on the way he presents himself is very difficult to get along with.
I would imagine that Dr. Will, there's a lot of Andy Kaufman in Dr. Will. And I love Andy Kaufman. He's one of my favorites. I would imagine with Dr. Will, there's production members that Dr. Will likes that lets in on the joke. That's the people he clears stuff with. That's when he figures out what he can and can't do. And then the others that, if you're going to subject the cast to whatever you're doing, you might as well subject some of production to them. Why do they need to be in on the loop as well? And I'm sure those people are like, good riddance.
That's very, very accurate in a way. And the way he kind of explained it to us, because, I mean, he got kicked out. So now this is the first time I'm seeing him since he kicked me out. Yeah. So the way he kind of explained it was, if I'm playing a character, I have to play it through and through, because if I'm laughing with production and then I'm being crazy to y'all, you're going to see right through me.
Yeah.
So I mean,
when it's on, it's on. As I said, I'm willing to bet there's a couple people in production that he's like, all right, with you, like let's do, but the rest of them, like, I can't, like, that can't be a thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So
what do you think? Do you think he's done? Do you think he's done with reality TV?
No, I think he's like a pro wrestler retiring. They never retire. If they have a retirement match, that means you're guaranteed to see them get one more payday. So yeah, maybe I need to say I'm retired so that I can get back on.
Yeah, claim you're retired. And people will be like, no, we have to bring him back.
There we go. I just retired, folks. So I will see you on Traders 4, Deal or No Deal Island 3, and Survivor 50, My Grandmother's Final Wishes.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. I texted you.
Can you believe those are her 3 final wishes?
What? Is that true?
Yeah, that's what the interview said.
Oh, I didn't read the whole interview.
Yeah, TMC, Entertainment Weekly, Us Weekly, Rolling Stone, UK Sun, Daily Mail, everywhere there is news. I made every major news publication. Well, I did. My grandma did. She earned it. She was the most famous grandma of all time. And her final wish was for me to do those 3 shows.
Well, let's make it happen, people.
Oh, wow. All right. Who's to say?
Who's to say? Maybe I'll see you.
Oh, wow, there we go. See, I'm for an MG reunion on All Stars. I don't
know if I'd ever want to play with you, though.
What about in competition gaming?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
no.
You're the worst, MG. Get your head out of the gutter.
Oh, I'm just so pure and innocent.
I know. Where's
You're
Storm?
ruining my brain.
I am. All right. What did we like the episode? Even though it was the end of Your Future Boss, I thought this was actually one of my favorite episodes this season.
I have to say, now, I don't know if people were just being nice and biased because I was there last night, but a lot of them were like, this one and your exit episode were my favorite. Okay,
I'm there. Your exit interview was bittersweet because I thought it was one of the best episodes this season, but I didn't like it, because I didn't like the outcome.
That's what I was saying to them. I was like, wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, me getting kicked off the show was your favorite.
Yeah. So, but no, I mean, but I think it was good because it brought emotion, and that's what like not all emotion has to be like, yeah. Sometimes the emotion can be, oh no.
No, yeah, I agree. I think there was a lot. And I think that episode really showed a lot of people's strategic game. And it followed through. Now, me watching as just a viewer, that's great. The whole entire thing followed through. The way everything went perfectly. So it was a good episode. But just it being me, I'm very
Yeah, that shit sucked.
It sucked that they planned it and it actually worked.
Yeah, it's much better when plans just fall the fuck apart.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would have liked, but and CK go home, which I thought she was.
Yeah. I
She,
think a lot of people wouldn't have minded that at this point, including Dr. Will.
she lived another day.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, MG, where can everybody find you on the socials?
Maria.Grace00.
Oh my God. You hadn't fixed it yet, huh?
Someone already has Maria Grace, so I have to have the dot.
How about Maria Grace Deal or MG Deal?
Deal.
Yeah, like Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, I know, but like, why would I have that in my username?
Why not?
Yours is just Jonny Fairplay. It's
Well,
not Jonny Fairplay Survivor.
there are lots of survivors, and that is their name on Instagram.
And then how do you feel about that?
Less than for them.
Okay, so you want me to go on there and say,
how about this? How about Maria Grace MG?
that's a lot. I need to play around with it though. The dot is a little.
The dot sucks and the 00. As I said, give that a shot.
00 is cool.
No.
What?
You're better than that. I would try MG Maria Grace or Maria Grace MG. But before anyone watches this, because they're going to steal that right now because we said it. But we have we're not live. So as soon as we finish this interview, check.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, because you're right. Because people are gonna steal it on purpose.
Oh yeah. If I was a loser, it would already if I was a loser, I was watching this live and like I like DONDI, I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be my Instagram name, and I'm gonna put a picture of you up and then steal pictures from your real Instagram and then
Okay, stop! You're giving people ideas.
I know. That's what
I know what you're doing.
All right. So with that, MG will have a different name. Look her up. I'll do it. She will actually record the video of a little screen grab. Send it to me because I don't know how to. Because MG likes to call me old.
I don't like to call you. I just say the truth.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
All right. With that, thank you, MG. I am Jonny Fairplay on everything except for TikTok. I'm Fairplay Talk because somebody stole Jonny Fairplay.
Shame.
I know. So at Jonny Fairplay, go to johnnyfairplay.com for links to everything. I will be in Norwalk, Connecticut next Wednesday night for the premiere of Survivor Season 48. Go to besttriviaever.com for tickets. It's me and Richard Hatch. That's right. The OG, the original winner, bad guy of Survivor. Richard Hatch and myself, we will be hosting a viewing party. There's a meet and greet. There's trivia. There's prizes. There's all kinds of cool stuff. That is next Wednesday night. Go to besttriviaever.com. That's Norwalk, Connecticut. And then March 16th and 17th, I will be in Sydney, Australia, and Melbourne, Australia, for Australian Survivor viewing parties. I don't know, MG, if you've heard, there's an Australian version of Survivor. It's really
Survivor.
It's really it's amazing.
I need to get into it.
I will be the 16th and 17th of March. I'll be in Sydney and Melbourne. I'll be joined by King George, Ferris, Eden Porter, and more surprise guests. That means they're on the new season. Go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. Get your tickets there. March 9th, I'm going to be in Boca Raton for Boca Raton Wrestling. It's me versus Neil the Heel with Frank the Clown as special guest referee. It's going to be crazy. Oh, yeah, it is. Go to BocaRatonWrestling.com to get tickets for that. And get yourself Cameo, cameo.com/Jonny Fairplay. Links to everything at JonnyFairplay.com. Oh my God, I'm so tired. MG, I will keep you posted. I'm doing everything I can to make a finale party happen. I hope I can, just so Joe can finally hang out with me and I don't have to go to his little studio apartment to hang out.
I know his tiny studio apartment. You don't want to go there.
I don't. So, but everybody click the like, subscribe, share button, do all the things. Thank you, MG. This is not the end. This is only part 3 of however many. We will have you back.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.